Um, Now let's look at step 24. Save your spreadsheet. Print only cells A to 6. And it's landscape, and you have to show the formula. And the row and column, headings are displayed. That means these are displayed, and contents of these cells are fully visible. And you have to take a screenshot and put it in this evidence page, as well as print a paper copy. So I have copied the questions here, the instruction, the same as the exam paper, so it's easy to read. So save your spreadsheet, so that's easy one. Go to come here, save as, and you can save it on the desktop. Make sure it's Excel workbook, nothing else. Okay? Excel workbook. That will make sure that all the functions and formulae are working. So make sure it's Excel workbook and you save. The next one, print only cell A1 to A6 showing formulae. So cell A1, that's here, A1 to A6, I6 to here. So from here to here. Because all the rest is information that you use. Now all the report is here. If you're working in real life in an organization, then this is all the information that the managers want. They need to look at. Now in this case, you just show Cambridge examiner this part, and from this part they can tell you have done all the jobs. So you only show this part and you only print this part. And how do you do that? Excel has a function called print section. This is how you do it. You put it in here. You highlight this part, and this part you want to print. And make sure it's in landscape. Yes, you will not understand why it has to be landscape, because once you show formula, you will find it. The row and column headings are displayed, these are displayed, and your name it also has to be displayed. Okay? Your name and your candidate number and your school number. This question is actually a very important part. You may have done a great job for all the works you have done so far in all the steps. But if this last step you do not print properly, you do not show the examiner what you have done, and that's no good. You will not get the marks that you deserve if you don't show everything that they ask for. So this step is very important. And next one, showing the formula. This is very important. How do you show formula? This, you have show formula here, but if I click here, then show formula is not here. If I click here, and the other formula is lost. They want to see all formulas for all these cells. So how do you do? This is the answer. Look at here. Write it down on your notepad with a pen on paper, or you just pause and try it out. Control on your keyboard, bottom left-hand corner, CTRL, bottom left-hand corner. And this grave ascent symbol is on the left-hand side of your keyboard, but it's on the top, on the second row. Now you pause the video and you look for it. Now once you have found it, now I'm going to do it now. I push Control and grave ascent at the same time. And you will see this area become all formula. So this is the formula, and the examiner said you have to show the full formula, fully visible, they said. So you just drag it, make it big, and then this one, you drag it another one, and drag it. Okay, and then another one. This is not fully visible yet, and this one, and this one. Okay, and this is all formula is here. For motive, this country is here, and for this country here, just keep dragging it. And then next one, put your cursor here and drag to the right. Now you will end up have a few pages. But it doesn't matter. In my course, you've been doing this course with me for 2 years, and we never use print anything on paper. Everything is digital. But this is the time you practice how to print to paper now. Okay, that's done. Except this one, a bit more. Done. You can see the 0. This is the end of it. Now this is done, and now next you have to print. This time you only print before we print, let's go back, let's have a look. Look at your keyboard on the left hand side, push Control and the grave ascent symbol, then you will see the results, the numbers instead of the formula. Now you try it. So it's still here. Okay? But this area has been written wider now. The reason why I have to come back is because I have to highlight the area so that the computer only print these first 6 rows. Okay? So let's do this. And come down here. And that's it, you highlighted this part. No, try it again. Because it's got the other side, other things as well. Because you don't want to print after column, right hand side of column I. Let's see how do I. Okay, yeah, do it this way. Now you can highlight here and then come down. That's all the examiner wants you to print. You don't print more than what you ask for. Otherwise, you just confuse them and they will just stop looking for marks. And also in real life, if you don't highlight this part and all these source files, many pages of them, you will remember that's 180 rows. They will all be printed. You don't want that. So once you've done this, you can look at your keyboard again, left-hand corner, Control, Ascent or grave ascent. So everything's here and it's highlighted. Now you can print only these formulas because the examiner wants to know if you can use formulas. Now this is the evidence you have been able to do it. So you come here to print. This is the easy part. And open. No, go to print. And here you look for print selection. Now you can print empty sheets. You print the whole sheets that your cursor is pointing. Everything, all rows. You don't want that. Print entire workbook. That's many pages. So you only want to print selection. Okay, and once you print this part, and it will be done. Also, you have to choose, make sure it's landscape. Then you will have quite a few pages. Each one of them just have this section, which is fine.